It's the beginning of spring, and this is a perfect time to grow your pepper seeds. So here I have Serrano chili peppers. They are really hot, and I want to start those seeds now. So in this seedling planter, I have compost, coco peat, and perlite. So compost for nutrition, coco peat for keeping the soil moist for a long time, and perlite for good drainage. And of course, the container at the bottom has good drainage. So I'm going to take a few seeds. These are really tiny seeds, and just put a few in each of these pots. And I like to put a little bit more seeds than I need, because if they don't grow all of them, then you have to wait and start them again. So right now probably 4 or 5 seeds in each pot. So now I'm going to just cover it with more soil. So the rule of the thumb is that the soil on top of the seeds should be 4 times the size of the seeds. So I'm going to just water it a little bit more, so that the soil settles down. And then, because it is still cold outside, so I'm going to keep it inside where it is warm. And I'll keep the soil moist. Most probably, the soil will stay moist for at least a week, but I'll mist it if it is not. And as they start to grow, I'll keep you posted. Our chili seeds have germinated well, and now in the daytime I bring them outside so that they get some filtered sunlight, or partial sunlight, so that they grow strong. Otherwise, if you just keep them inside, then they'll become leggy. So it's been about 4 or 5 weeks that we planted these seeds, and they have been growing well. And at least in this pod, I see, the saplings have 4 to 5 leaves each. So they are ready for transplantation. So for transplantation, you need to keep 3 things in mind. First, they should develop the true leaves, meaning at least they should have 3 to 4 leaves. And then second, you should always transplant in the evening. And third, you should acclimatize your saplings. So suppose they were sitting inside and you bring them outside and then transplant them, they get 2 shocks, one of the weather and one of the soil. So instead, if you first bring it outside, leave it outside for 2 or 3 days, and then transplant them, so they still get 2 shocks, but one by one. So that is better. So in this planter, it's about a foot tall and about 10 inches in dia, and it has a lot of rich compost. So I'm going to just take out one pod of this, just push it like this, and look at the roots. And I'm going to just make a hole in the middle and just plant it as it is. I'm not going to separate out these plants, because then you are disturbing those. And as they start to grow, I'll just snip off the weakest one. And yes, I mean, you are wasting a few of the seedlings, but it is better, because otherwise when the roots get disturbed, they may die. Now I'm going to water it, and I'll just leave it outside where it gets 2 or 3 hours of full sun. And as they start to grow, I'll keep you posted. It's been about 2 weeks that we planted these saplings in here. I am not seeing much growth, but I think a few leaves have grown. But now I want to remove some of these saplings, because there are about 4 saplings here, and that's too much. So I'm going to remove, I'll just snip off these middle ones at least. So now there are 2 left, and I'm just keeping 2 now, just in case one dies or something, so I'll have at least one more. And as they start to grow, I'll remove one of these again. And this planter gets about 4 or 5 hours of full sun, it's like south sun. And I keep the soil moist. I water it in the morning and in the evening. It's been a few weeks that we transplanted our plant here, and it's growing happily. It's probably double in size. So our pepper plant is growing well. It's about 6 inches tall. It is in full sun, and I have also done mulching so that the soil stays moist for longer periods of time because it's pretty hot these days. Another 2 weeks have, or actually 3 weeks have passed, and you can see that the plant is doing really well. It's about a foot tall. Now the plant is about 2.5 feet tall, and you can see so many flowers, and there are some peppers also growing. I haven't picked any yet, but pretty soon they'll be ready to pick. Actually, I can pick them right now. Like this one was the first one that appeared, and it looks pretty big. I'll watch and see if it is still growing, then I'll not. If it doesn't grow, then I'll pick it. But I'm really happy with the result here. And there are so many more flowers coming. So if you look at this, I'm going to just pick it now. I left it on the plant, and you can see that it is turning red. So definitely, it should be picked. But you can see all around the peppers growing. As they continue to grow, just keep harvesting them and enjoy. And towards the end, when it stops producing peppers, you can do two things. One, you can overwinter the plant. You just cut it 6 inches from the ground and move it inside, or cover it with burlap or something, and do mulching. And then in springtime it will start to regrow. Or you can just let a few peppers dry on the plant, and then save seeds from it, and then early spring next year you can start from those seeds. So like any other pepper, they like rich soil, lot of sun, decent amount of water, and that's it. Then you don't have to do anything. And with peppers you can always overwinter them if you want to. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.